Welcome back, Guardians. Okay, so yeah, more thoughts on Destiny Rising. I have not gone to their actual website and watched their video where they talk about the game itself and everything that's done. But I've only been doing the usual pedestrian move of basically looking at all the influences. And the reason why I do this is, believe it or not, there is an academic approach here, a scientific method of my own, if you will. Um, First thing I do is I read the headlines. Okay, I read the headlines and I go straight to the hot sheets with the MIB called the tabloids in the movies, the hot sheets. I think there's a couple of RPGs out there that also refer to tabloids and Weird Tales magazines as the hot sheets. But anyway, so yeah, I gather the popular, quote unquote, popular opinion or the prominent opinion, not necessarily the most accurately or widely accepted opinion, but the one that's the loudest, basically. And then taking those data points, go and do my own investigation and proof each of those data points. This is called being a cynic. And I mean, I know being cynical is got a lot of bad reputation in modern media because contemporary and modern media doesn't want you to be a cynic. They don't want you to question or, well, bluntly put, fact check anything. So far as what I can gather, we are not going to be playing any one particular Guardian class. Which, if anybody's been on this channel for more than a year, will remember when I used to go on my wish list. Um, that would be one of the things that I wished for was, ammo or magazine cooldowns as opposed to ammo hunting. That way, I can actually time when my heavy and my special weapons will be coming up because I'll know what their cooldown is. Treat them like special abilities, like character skills that are on cooldown. Because that's essentially what's going on when you're doing an ammo farm, and that's exactly what the traditional JRPG mechanic is emulating. Is you're running out of ammo, you can manage that and go look for more. The fact that we farm ammo off of targets is just ridiculous. Uh, Ghost is here because he's supposed to manipulate the glimmer that we collect, which is a programmable matter. At least that's what the original lore of it was. And we should never run out of fucking ammo. Maybe our weapons have a cooldown, if we use a special ability in the weapon or something like that. But there should be ammo aplenty for Golden Age technology like the Ghost. Essentially, that's what it is. The Ghost is a Golden Age tech piece. Although directly created by the Traveler and not by humans, but influenced by human need. Um, or laziness. You know how my opinion goes with that. Necessity is not the mother of invention. Laziness and greed is. But in any case, well, greed is also just laziness as well. Um, so, yeah, I'm super excited because if what I am interpreting from the comments and uh, the displaying, I guess, I'm trying to think and process what I'm doing here at the same time. um, it doesn't look, like I said, it doesn't look like we're going to get any Guardian specific classes. There'll be no hunters, warlocks, or titans, although there will be things that look like a hunter warlock, a titan, hunter, that kind of stuff. There'll be multi classes, I guess, or hybrid classes. Not to mention that the supers will not be set up. There will be no class specific abilities. In other words, you can pick and choose, just like we can do right now with elements with prismatic. It kind of feels like a lot of what we've been doing over the last year or so in Destiny has kind of been priming us, grooming us, perhaps maybe, for this Destiny Rising game. Now, I don't know what Bungie plans to get out of this, other than that one-time purse that they got for licensing Destiny to it. But the fact that Bungie is there to kind of like gently guide, or be a guidepost, or be a reference point, for the development of Destiny Rising, and not actually, stymie them from any kind of actual choices that they make. I mean, that's kind of why the whole point is they keep bringing in about the fact that they're going to be using a alternate timeline. So we know that there are because we have the stranger in our lore. So maybe we'll get some interactions with one of the strangers from the various timelines that she ended up being in, or maybe she's the singularity uh, that causes the branching timelines. It'd be kind of fun to speculate on that. I know that My Name is Bife uh, has expressed concerns over how people are going to misinterpret Destiny Rising's lore as a retcon of the Destiny Prime lore. Um, and I don't think that really shouldn't be a big concern because, Destiny players are by and large intelligent people, and they can understand that when things change in the lore, that sometimes it's lead up to something that's going on deeper in the background. Like we're going to go through some kind of a quantum shift. I mean, even the what is it, Stranger's Rifle? The bullets that we miss with the Stranger's Rifle are hits for an alternate version of ourselves, and it's often been speculated that the paracausal nature of the ghosts and the guardian um, would suggest that when the ghost resurrects us, all they're really doing is opening up uh, they're breaching a membrane into a reality where the guardian didn't die in that instance, and that's how they're able to resurrect us. Um, Although I don't really think that's kind of really the case. I think more of it is that our ghost immediately imprints the guardian's psyche, if you will, or soul, if you want to get religious, and uh, and then just reconstitutes the material parts as necessary. Uh, which is why Cade oftentimes does check. But then again, we have that one scene where Cade checks that his horn came back during the Forsaken campaign, and Ghost resurrects him. First thing he does is check and make sure his horn's there. So maybe there is this inkling, this idea, or this instinctual knowledge that in an alternate timeline, Cade Six does not have uh, his archetypical horn, his idiosyncratic horn. Because I don't think we can actually put that on a Guardian when we make it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's one of the things that I've always wanted. I wanted more of a more deeper level of customization to the Guardian, as opposed to just like picking players off of a bench. Basically, is what it comes down to, or selecting cards for the deck. Because I've always felt like this game has a lot that is paralleled mechanically and thematically to Warhammer 40,000 and Magic the Gathering. Both of these games were heavy influencers in the hobby space, the tabletop hobby space, from the 90s all the way up to the 2010s. I think 40K is still pretty relevant. I don't think there's very many people who don't know about Magic the Gathering or Warhammer 40,000, just because. But then again, it's kind of like in those games, you don't really you don't build the individual troopers. What you build is the force. You build the deck. You build the army from components. And I've always felt that with Destiny, you don't really build your character. You're selecting the components. You're selecting a component from a greater build, which is why the majority of this game hinges so much on the fire team, the 3-man team, and now in Destiny Rising, a 6-man fire team, which is going to be exciting. Uh, I cannot tell you how many times back when the game was thriving enough, when our clan was thriving enough, that there'd be 8 of us on, and invariably somebody would have to pair up with would have to pair up with a rando blueberry in matchmaking. We weren't able to play really with each other until we got into a raid, and then again there were 2 people left out. So, I've always said that I mean, Destiny Rising could be the actual MMO that we've always wanted Destiny to be, or that Bungie always wanted Destiny to be, and it also could be a test bed to see, here in this confined space, does the Destiny fan base, does the Destiny family want an MMO from Destiny? And I mean, I've been begging for single player content, true single player game for Destiny, and I've said so many times over and over that Bungie ever releases an honest to goodness single player, game for Destiny, no matter what era they pick, I'd throw money at it, and I'm going to be fair and say that there's a strong chance that I will throw money at Destiny Rising, um, depending on what that money offers me. If it's just progression, then I'll take my time. Thank you. I don't need that. I don't plan to play it competitively. I'm not going to get into PvP or battle royales that much. I will experiment with it. I will explore it. I'll probably be forced into playing it, like so many developers do with their games, is they force you to have to engage with this content in order to unlock other content. And if that's the case, grudgingly, I will play, but I'm not going to pay to get top board. I want to be on top board with my own abilities, with my own choices. So yeah, just kind of some thoughts there. I think we finished up the gunsmith bounties, didn't we? Yo, we still have to do solar weapon kills. Okay, well let's get some bow work done, 'cause I haven't done anything with my archery in a long time. Where you going, buddy? How dare you seek cover? Tyranny of heaven for the win. You know, I could probably just. There we go. Where are you at? Kill them all. Oh, here we go. Find a small room, make a big mess. I think I got it. Oh, we're close. We're very close. Actually, if I want to get it done faster, I have to go to an actual instance. So yeah, what are you guys thinking about Destiny Rising? Did you go ahead and request access to the alpha? I don't know that I'll actually get a chance to play the alpha. Um, that would be nice to be able to. I would definitely delete Raid Shadow Legends from my phone to make space for a Destiny game. I like Raid Shadow Legends, don't get me wrong, but it's very much Warhammer Underworld's kill team kind of style play, or you're picking actual units. I mean, you can customize those units, but they're really still the team itself is the character, you know. And I think that's kind of what I'm hoping Destiny Rising will expand upon, is the character and not the team they play in. That's some metaphysical shit to think about, huh? Okay, that's it for us today. Let's go ahead and cash this in. And I didn't spawn any activity here except for some bright dust. Oh, we can take a look at the store now. Yeah, no bright dust offerings here. Shards of stillness. It's a stasis shader. That's kind of nice, actually. Mythios strides. Oh, I think this is for the new. You know what? Let's see what else we got. Fancy hat. Putting on the Ritz. Hmm. Oh, TDT Gaming. I think that's the channel. That looks like his avatar. Ooh, masonry. Hmm. Except for the shine, this would be pretty good camo. I don't like the shininess. I don't have this because I don't have the expansion, so I don't care. Pack rat. That's cool. That's cool. Don't have enough bright dust for it. Karamakos, this has been around. The C6 shell. Little homage to Cade. Kind of cringe. Sweetheart Dance. Ooh. Um, I like the sarcasm. This is one of those TikTok dances, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I got some bright dust to earn then, don't I? Uh, how do I do that again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, spamming bounties and stuff. Oh well. That's not me. Until next time, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Be nice and play well.